Spend a day with me at the gym, hitting glutes and some back, a little bit of abs. This was about a 45-minute workout, and man, look at that pump. Okay, so starting out, I always like to start with heavier hip thrust. I mean, these aren't super heavy. It's just 135. That's kind of what I've been doing. But with these, I was having a really hard time connecting to my glutes today. I was feeling it a lot in my quads. So instead of forcing the weight because I wanted it to be heavy, I actually went to a different machine and put the weight way down. It was like 60 pounds at first, and then really focused on feeling the glute muscle. This machine essentially does the same thing as doing a hip thrust. It's just easier to adjust the weight. That's why I went over here. And you can see that I'm really focusing on the squeeze of my glutes at the top of the movement. I did about 4 sets of 12 to these, and I did increase the weight each time, but it wasn't anything crazy. I think I was max like 80 pounds today. I always do hip thrust first in my glute workout, and then I'll do another kind of compound movement. Today I'm doing Bulgarian split squats. I really try to focus on going back and down into my kind of butt instead of going straight down, which hits your quad more. So weight in the heels, and then think about going diagonally back toward the bench. This just helps target the glutes a little more. And on this one, I did 3 sets of 10 on each leg. Here's a little pro tip for getting set up. You can sit on the bench and put your legs out, and kind of right where your heel goes, that is where you should stand. So just do what I did just there. Next, I did some Romanian deadlifts. I put one foot back and leaned into the heel of the front foot just to target one glute at a time. These are called B stance. And it's important to remember that this is a hip hinge movement. Think of this as a standing hip thrust. I like to think of hitting a door back with your butt instead of just bending over with your shoulders. And you'll see that I'm not bending all the way down. The weights kind of only just barely go past my knees because that's how far I can put my butt back. Next, it was time for pull-ups. I was not feeling strong today, so I had to go over to the assisted pull-up bar. But that's okay. This is a realistic gym day. Every day is not perfect. I'm also not too worried about strength on my cut. I'm really just trying to maintain my strength and still feel good by going to the gym and working on my muscles like normal. The only other back exercise I did today, it was actually really a shoulder exercise, but it's my rear shoulders, is just some reverse flies. This helps you get nice rounded shoulders. And I did my final leg exercise of the day, which was these cable kickbacks. I love to do them at a 30-degree angle and really get that upper shelf or that glute minimus / medius. This is how I set my feet up for it, and I kick back at a 30-degree angle with my left foot, or whatever foot's in the thing, slightly turned out. So the bulk of this workout was nothing too crazy. It was 4 glute exercises and 2 back exercises, and then I just ended the day with some abs. Today I did 50 rowboats and a few sets of dead bugs. Typically I don't do a ton of abs at the gym. I'll usually do some cable crunches because they're weighted, but it was really nice outside, so I went outside today. Mostly for my abs, I just rely on my 1 Legree Pilates class a week to hit all parts of my abs, including my obliques. But yay, that was all. That was a quick 45-minute workout. That's really standard for me. Let me know if you want to see more ideas.